Hey everyone, welcome! Today we're diving deep into something incredibly fascinating, the cultural significance of tattoos throughout history. Tattoos aren't just trendy body art. They're ancient symbols, stories etched onto skin, and a powerful form of communication that spans millennia and cultures. We're going to explore how different societies have used tattoos, what they've meant, and why they've persisted through time. Think of this as a journey through history, one permanent mark at a time. If you enjoy learning about the hidden stories behind things we often take for granted, hit that like button. It's like giving me a virtual tattoo of encouragement. Let me know in the comments what's the oldest tattoo you know of. Let's start at the very beginning. Well, as close as we can get. The oldest evidence of tattoos comes from Otzi the Iceman, a well-preserved mummy discovered in the Alps and dating back over 5,000 years. Otzi had around 61 tattoos. Simple lines and crosses, likely created by rubbing charcoal into small cuts. What's truly amazing is that these tattoos appear to be located on points that correspond to acupuncture meridians. This suggests that even back then, tattoos might have served a therapeutic purpose, acting as a form of ancient medicine. It's a pretty cool thought that tattoos weren't always about self-expression. They could have been about healing. Moving eastward, we find evidence of elaborate tattoos in ancient Egypt. Archaeological digs have uncovered mummies, particularly female mummies, adorned with tattoos. These weren't just random designs. They often depicted religious symbols, protective deities, and geometric patterns. Scholars believe these tattoos served as amulets, offering protection in this life and the afterlife. The goddess Bes, associated with childbirth and protection, was a popular motif. It's fascinating to consider that these women carried their beliefs and hopes permanently etched onto their skin, a constant reminder of their faith and a safeguard against harm. Across the globe, in the Pacific Islands, tattooing evolved into an incredibly complex and sophisticated art form. In cultures like Samoa, Tahiti, and New Zealand, Aotearoa, tattoos, or tatau, were deeply ingrained in social structures, rituals, and personal identity. The process was often incredibly painful and lengthy, serving as a rite of passage, marking transitions into adulthood, and signifying social status. The intricate patterns and designs conveyed ancestral lineages, personal achievements, and tribal affiliations. These weren't just decorations. They were living histories etched onto the body. In New Zealand, the Maori developed a unique and powerful form of tattooing called moko. Moko is primarily practiced on the face and was highly individualized, telling the wearer's story, including their lineage, social standing, and accomplishments. The designs were carved into the skin using chisels, leaving distinctive grooves and ridges. Moko was a symbol of status, beauty, and cultural identity. To lose your moko was to lose your mana, your spiritual power and prestige. It was such an important part of their identity. Japanese tattooing, or irizumi, has a long and complex history. Initially used to mark criminals, it later evolved into a highly refined art form associated with the Yakuza, the Japanese organized crime syndicate. Irizumi often covers large portions of the body and depicts mythological figures, animals, and floral motifs, each carrying symbolic meaning. The process is incredibly painful and time-consuming, requiring immense skill and dedication from both the tattoo artist and the wearer. Though associated with a criminal element, irizumi is a respected art form and carries many different meanings depending on the wearer. In ancient Greece and Rome, tattoos were often used to mark slaves and criminals, a far cry from the revered status they held in other cultures. They served as a form of identification and punishment, a permanent reminder of their subjugated status. However, Roman soldiers also sometimes used tattoos to identify themselves within their legions. Despite this practical use, tattoos were generally viewed negatively within Roman society, a stigma that persisted for centuries in many parts of Europe. It shows how the meaning of tattoos can vary drastically within the same period. During the Age of Exploration, European sailors encountered heavily tattooed individuals in the Pacific Islands. Fascinated by these exotic designs, they began collecting tattoos themselves, bringing the practice back to Europe. Sailors often got tattooed with images of anchors, ships, and other nautical symbols as souvenirs of their travels and as a form of protection at sea. These tattoos gradually introduced the art form to a wider European audience, albeit initially associated with sailors and the working class. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, tattoos gained popularity among European royalty and aristocracy. King Edward VII of England, Queen Victoria's sons, and other prominent figures sported tattoos, giving the practice a certain degree of legitimacy and fashionability. This newfound acceptance helped to shed some of the negative connotations associated with tattoos and pave the way for their broader acceptance in mainstream society. It's a stark contrast to their use for criminals in ancient Rome. Across the Atlantic, in the United States, tattoos became popular among soldiers, sailors, and circus performers in the late 19th and early 20th centuries. Tattoo parlors began to emerge in port cities and entertainment districts, catering to these clientele. The designs were often simple and bold, reflecting the wearer's experiences and affiliations. Tattoos became a way to express individuality, loyalty, and a sense of belonging to a specific group. The invention of the electric tattoo machine by Samuel O'Reilly in the late 19th century revolutionized the industry. This new technology made the tattooing process faster, more efficient, and less painful, contributing to its growing popularity. The electric tattoo machine allowed for more intricate designs and greater precision, opening up new possibilities for tattoo artists and wearers alike. It was a game changer for the industry. In the mid-20th century, tattoos experienced a period of decline in popularity, often associated with rebellion, counterculture, and criminal elements. They were seen as a mark of social deviance by many in mainstream society. However, despite this negative perception, tattoos continued to thrive within certain subcultures, maintaining their significance as a form of self-expression and identity. Throughout the 20th century, tattoos played a significant role in various subcultures, including biker gangs, punk rock communities, and the LGBTQ+ community. These groups embraced tattoos as a symbol of rebellion, solidarity, and defiance against societal norms. Tattoos became a way to express their unique identities, challenge mainstream values, and create a sense of belonging within their respective communities. The feminist movement of the late 20th century also contributed to the changing perception of tattoos. Women began to reclaim their bodies and challenge traditional beauty standards, embracing tattoos as a form of empowerment and self-expression. Tattoos became a way for women to celebrate their strength, individuality, and sexuality, defying patriarchal expectations. Have you seen tattoos that reflect this empowerment? Comment them down below. The late 20th and early 21st centuries witnessed a resurgence in the popularity of tattoos, fueled by popular culture, media exposure, and changing social attitudes. Tattoos became increasingly mainstream, embraced by celebrities, athletes, and people from all walks of life. This newfound acceptance led to a boom in the tattoo industry, with artists pushing the boundaries of creativity and innovation. Today, tattoos are more diverse and sophisticated than ever before. Artists are experimenting with new styles, techniques, and technologies, creating stunning works of art on skin. From realistic portraits to abstract designs, the possibilities are endless. Tattoos have become a powerful medium for self-expression, storytelling, and personal transformation. If you think the art form has reached its peak, subscribe to see if the future holds something different. Beyond personal expression, tattoos continue to serve important cultural functions. They can mark significant life events, such as marriages, births, and deaths. They can honor loved ones, commemorate achievements, and express spiritual beliefs. Tattoos can also serve as a form of healing, helping people to cope with trauma, loss, and adversity. In some cultures, tattoos are still used to signify tribal affiliation, social status, and rites of passage. Indigenous communities around the world are working to revitalize traditional tattooing practices, preserving their cultural heritage, and passing down their knowledge to future generations. These tattoos are not just decorations. They are living embodiments of their ancestors' stories and traditions. The rise of social media has played a significant role in the modern tattoo renaissance. Platforms like Instagram and Pinterest have allowed tattoo artists to showcase their work to a global audience, connecting them with clients and inspiring new trends. Social media has also facilitated the sharing of information and knowledge about tattooing, promoting education and appreciation for the art form. Despite their growing acceptance, tattoos still face some degree of stigma in certain contexts. Some employers may have policies against visible tattoos, and some individuals may still harbor negative stereotypes about tattooed people. However, as tattoos become increasingly prevalent and diverse, these prejudices are slowly fading away. The cultural significance of tattoos is constantly evolving, reflecting the changing values and beliefs of society. As we move forward, it's important to remember that tattoos are more than just skin deep. They are powerful symbols of identity, culture, and personal expression, with a rich and fascinating history. Consider the future of tattooing. Will we see even more advanced technologies, such as augmented reality tattoos that change and evolve over time? Will tattoos become even more integrated into our daily lives, serving as biometric sensors or medical devices? The possibilities are endless, and it's exciting to imagine what the future holds for this ancient art form. Ethical considerations surrounding tattooing are also becoming increasingly important. Issues such as cultural appropriation, informed consent, and the regulation of tattoo artists need to be addressed to ensure that the practice is both respectful and safe. It's crucial to approach tattooing with sensitivity and awareness, recognizing the cultural and historical significance of different designs and traditions. We've touched on so many cultures and time periods today, it's hard to believe it all started with simple lines on a frozen man. What's clear is that tattoos are a reflection of who we are, what we believe in, and the stories we want to tell. They are a permanent reminder of our past, our present, and our hopes for the future. So the next time you see a tattoo, take a moment to appreciate the artistry, the history, and the personal significance behind it. Remember that each tattoo is a unique and meaningful expression of individuality, a story etched onto skin for the world to see. It's a conversation starter, a declaration, and a piece of art all rolled into one. From ancient mummies to modern-day celebrities, tattoos have been a constant presence throughout human history. They have served as symbols of protection, status, rebellion, and self-expression. They have been embraced by royalty and outcasts, artists, and warriors. Tattoos are a testament to the enduring human desire to adorn our bodies and tell our stories. The journey of tattoos through history is a reminder that body art is not a fleeting trend, but a fundamental part of the human experience. It's a way for us to connect with our ancestors, express our identities, and leave our mark on the world, literally. Hopefully, this exploration has given you a new appreciation for the cultural significance of tattoos. They are a powerful reminder that our bodies are not just canvases, but living tapestries woven with stories, symbols, and experiences. If you found this journey through tattoo history interesting, give us a like and subscribe for more deep dives into fascinating topics. Thank you all for joining me on this journey through the history and cultural significance of tattoos. It's been a pleasure sharing this fascinating topic with you. I encourage you to continue exploring the world of tattoos, learning about different cultures and traditions, and appreciating the artistry and symbolism behind each unique design. It's a never-ending source of inspiration What's the most interesting thing you learned today about tattoos? I'd love to hear your thoughts and insights in the comments below. Plus, it helps me pick topics for the next deep dive. Be curious. Think oddly.